best 45-5-5 in the victory over the Hawks. He said he's not the same player as 2 years ago when he helped push the Lakers to the brink in the playoffs. I'm not as ball dominant as I was in the bubble. Trae Young had a better outing than Game 1, dropping 25. But it wasn't enough as Butler and the Heat take the victory 115-105. Here's Heat coach Eric Spoelstra with more on Jimmy Buckets.
I think everybody's looking for storylines and everybody's looking for the same conventional box for winning a championship. It can be done in a lot of different ways. Jimmy is a max guy, a go-to guy, a killer. Like, however you want to describe it, like, who cares? He knows how to win. He knows how to help teams win. And the game is played on both sides of the floor. It's played with IQ. It's played with toughness. It's played with, making plays in those winning moments. It's not necessarily what everybody thinks it is, but I don't have, time for a whole diatribe about that. He's just a winner. And he showed that tonight.
You're up first, Mad Dog.
Oh,
how far can Butler carry this Heat team?
Second round. He beat Atlanta.
Second round.
The Hawks won 43 games. Well, beating the Hawks, we're going to go have a party because they went out there and they beat the Hawks. The Hawks are in a play-in scenario. We're down by 14 of the Cavaliers on Friday. On Friday night. And now
I thought you were under the weather.
I feel better now.
Oh my goodness!
Now all
clearly.
of a sudden, Jimmy Butler is going to sit there and he's going to be he's going to be Kareem. He's going to be Jerry West. Let's take it easy. Oscar Robertson. Let's take it easy. Let Jimmy go out there. And I know they did a good job in the bubble. I don't want to take that away from them. That was a weird year, that bubble. They beat the Bucks, and Giannis had the bad ankle. That was a very strange situation. Last year, they didn't do anything. They got swept. Let me see in the first round. Yeah. Let me see them now. They're going to beat the Hawks. All right, again, we'll have a little parade down there, in that lousy sports town. We'll have a little parade. Let me see them now go out there and turn around and beat Philly. Beat Harden, who's got a lot of pressure on him, as Stephen A. has told us forever. And go beat Embiid. And go beat the Sixers, who they did not beat a few years ago when the Sixers beat them in 5 games. When they do that, we can sit there and we can start putting Jimmy Butler on this elevated plateau where everybody, including our little partner here, wants to put him at. You guys like to put these players, you guys, all of you. Can we see some hardware? Everybody puts, in this day and age, everybody puts every star in every sport on an incredible plateau before they've done anything. Jason Tatum's the greatest guy in the world. He's never played an NBA final. All right? Come on. Jimmy Butler's the greatest two-guard in the history of the NBA. He's never played in an NBA. Well, he did play in the NBA final in the bubble, but you get the idea. Can we see Harden is the greatest basketball? Go ask Jeff Van Gundy, who I love. Greatest basketball. He's better than West. No, he's not. All right? He's not. I don't care what he does. He's never done anything in a big situation. Chris Paul's another one. Oh, we go crazy. Can we win some championships, for crying out loud? And Butler win a second-round series and we come back and talk. How's that?
Well, your little partner can go now.
Go ahead there, Steve.
Unbelievable. First of all, nobody said these things about Jimmy Butler. That's number one. Number two, Jimmy Butler can ball. It's not like he's some scrub now, okay?
Good player.
And the question is, how far can Jimmy Butler carry the Heat? He can carry them to the conference finals. Yes, he can. He can beat Philly next series. He can beat Atlanta this series. He can beat Philly next series. This is Jimmy Butler here. Let me tell you something about Jimmy Butler. Is he the superstar? No, he's not that guy. He's a guy that knows how to do a lot of things very well, and he's tough as nails, and he also has that kind of personality that can infuse a team. This is the thing that made me laugh listening to Eric Spoelstra. I was like, I just remember a couple of weeks ago, that's not what they were saying about Jimmy Butler. The coach had to be restrained from going at him, a couple of players had to be restrained. It was like, damn. But that's the way it goes in Miami. A franchise that I love that culture, and we know how I feel about that locale. We know I'm rooting for Miami to go to the finals. Let me be very, very clear. I'm not going to say it. I ain't going to say it too much. I'm rooting for the Miami Heat to go to the finals. Yes, I am, for my own personal reasons. Having said all of that, Jimmy Butler's got that kind of personality, that kind of moxie, that kind of toughness that can propel this team to a deep run in the Eastern Conference playoffs, which means the Eastern Conference Finals. I think they win this series against Atlanta. I think they beat Philly next series. I think they got the personnel around them. Now, Jimmy Butler, who I've known for years, in Chicago, in Minnesota, in Philadelphia, now Miami. Here's the thing about Jimmy Butler that everybody needs to understand, Doggy. He's not one of those guys that has the personality, give me the ball and I'll take you there. He's not somebody that does that over the course of 48 minutes. Fourth quarter rolls around, last 5 minutes of a game, give him the ball, he wants it, okay? But when Brett Brown was coaching in Philadelphia before Doc Rivers got there, Brett Brown was trying to figure out how to utilize Jimmy because he had Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, and obviously Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid didn't necessarily get along, and we knew that Ben Simmons couldn't shoot. So Jimmy Butler, like, what the hell are we doing here? And Brett Brown had to let him know, look, let this man do what he's got to do in the third quarter, fourth quarter, I'm coming to you. Okay, ball's going to be in your hand. And Jimmy Butler was willing to accept that. So he's not one of those guys, Doggy, that wants to be the number one primary option launching 25 to 30 shots a game. No, he just wants to be a guy that fits in until it's time to close and then give him the ball and he can do something like that for you. Is he capable of doing that? You're damn right he did. He showed that in the bubble in the finals. Last year, not so good. In Philadelphia, the year that Kawhi Leonard won the championship in Toronto. Remember, it went game 7 and the ball had to bounce off the rim 4 different times for Kawhi and Toronto to do it. Philadelphia could have easily been in the conference finals for that game, for that season, because Jimmy Butler was there. And when Jimmy Butler departed, look at what Philly turned into until they finally got their hands on James Harden. And now we've got loftier expectations for them. All of those things are to be taken into consideration. Everybody doesn't have to be Kobe. Everybody doesn't have to be MJ. Everybody's not that guy. Some guys are just glue guys that can elevate their level of play when pivotal times arrive. That's Jimmy Butler. Well, and they can make a deep run in the conference finals because of it.
All right, 2 things. First off, now I'm going to root for a Milwaukee-Memphis final so you can have a wonderful week bouncing around Milwaukee.
Say what? I couldn't hear you, Doggy. What'd you say?
Milwaukee-Memphis final. So no Miami, no LA, so you can bounce around Milwaukee-Memphis.
Let me tell you, I might cry on national television if that happened. I might cry. I might start crying on national television if I had a Milwaukee-Memphis final. I would be very sad.
I don't know if you watch for
are you really? Good for you.
Yeah,
a lot of bratwurst for Stevie in Milwaukee. I love it.
Yeah, he's got a ton of bratwurst in his office right now. You didn't watch the show. They sent him a gift basket.
Did they send you a gift basket out of Milwaukee?
Whoa.
What happened?
I'm out here in California. Who the hell put bratwurst in my office?
There's bratwurst in your office. Lots of bratwurst.
Get it out.
Honest to God.
Throw it out. I want no damn bratwurst.
Why throw it out? It's a nice gesture. What do you mean throw it out?
What are you talking about? You eat anything. You eat hot dogs at stadiums.
That is not true. Give it to somebody. Doggy, take it with you. A hot dog's different. I'll take hot dogs. No bratwurst. What's wrong with y'all? Get that stuff out of my office, Molly. Get it out of my office.
I didn't realize that.
They were very nice gifts. Very nice gifts. Very grateful.
I'll
go to Milwaukee at his place.
I like Milwaukee. Milwaukee's a good town. It's a down-to-earth town.
I'm only talking about the bratwurst. I'm not talking about the city. I'm not talking about other food. Just the bratwurst. I don't like bratwurst.
I'll give Stevie A this.
You never even ate bratwurst.
I'll give Stevie A this. Butler's scenario will be determined in the Philly series. He's got a good team. He's got a big coach. He's got home court. If you're Jimmy Butler and you are on this level of player, beat the Sixers. You do that, Steve's right, I'm wrong.
If you were a betting man, would he beat the Sixers?
No, I don't think he will.
Okay.
I'm going to take the center in that spot.
We'll get into that a little more later.
I think you're entirely too hard on some of these guys. I really do.
You guys, you especially. You, my gosh, everybody is the greatest. Everybody is Bob Pettit with you. I mean, can we win some championship?
Oh, please.
You're hilarious.
I love him.
You are hilarious. All right, still ahead on First Take. Let's keep it going, guys. Started off well. Devin Booker's injury opened the door for the Pelicans last night, but could it have even larger implications?